Today, I'm going to review the SalemFiveDirect savings account, and I'm going to sign up for it, and I'm going to do a walkthrough so you'll be able to see how it works. It's a high yield savings account that is 4.1% annual percentage yield, and this is a promotional rate. This is the highest rate I've found so far on a savings account. It's kind of sketchy. So the bank is FDIC insured, but there are some questionable disclosures here that make it very questionable what kind of rate I'm going to get after I sign up. The only thing I see in the disclosure is that I'm going to get the 4.0% initially, but and you only need $10. I'll make this bigger here. You only need $10 to open the account, and there's basically no monthly fees. You have to have anywhere from 1 cent to 1 million. You can get 4.1%, and then after a million, it's 0.01%. When I started to look at the frequently asked questions to find out the rates, when I see the savings account, it actually says 0.05% interest. So that makes me question whether or not I'm gonna actually get the full rate after the first month. But I called customer service, and it took me about 30, maybe 35 minutes to get a hold of them, and he said it wouldn't be a problem, but they can change the rate at any time. When you look here, another thing is it says you have to have an open account. An open account is their checking account. There's basically no fees on it, but it only pays like 0.01%. So I asked him about that, and he said, no, you don't need to open that to get the promotional rate. So everything about their disclosure is conflicting for what they tell you. So I don't know if it's just something they tell you on the phone and then they don't follow through, but I'm kind of crossing my fingers, and I don't think I'm going to put in too much money because I have a feeling that they're not going to follow through with what they're saying. Anyways, let's look at the rates here. So if you go to the current rates and you go to their savings section, this is what I'm talking about. You go to savings. This is the highest rate they offer. Well, on the front page it is. You go where it says savings. It says the same thing as the front. It says minimum opening $10. Minimum balance to open 0.01. Look at the annual percentage yield, 0.05%. Now this here says open savings, the open account required. So that's where I was led to believe that I needed to open the open account in order to get the open account, which is the checking, in order to get the highest rate. But the guy on the phone said he didn't. So I guess I'll just trust him and see what happens. But I've never seen a bank that has such poor disclosure. Usually everything is you can find it all in the fine print. Everything, contracts are legally binding. They're supposed to be in writing. It's not something you do verbally. So I'm not going to put much money at all, and I think I'll probably put the minimum and see what they actually pay me, because I don't really trust this bank yet. Another thing that I saw, here's the reviews. So if you go to this website called Deposit Accounts, it shows the financial health of the bank, which really doesn't matter because they're FDIC insured. But if you look at you can actually look at the ratings, and some of these are older, from 2017. And this guy complains about the CD. There's some type of fee when you take it out early, but I don't see anything for their savings account. I think it's kind of a new thing they added. So I'm not too concerned about this. Then you can see here at NerdWallet, they gave it 4 stars. They do have a few branches, I think, in Salem, Massachusetts. And if you want to do deposits, he mentioned that mobile deposits will be limited to $2,500 for new customers the first 90 days, but he wasn't sure if that was one time or for the whole 90 days. So, worst case scenario, you have to deposit it through another bank account and then ACH transfer. And another thing that I saw, back here at the review, somebody mentioned, well, it does mention that there's if you don't use one of these all-point ATMs or the bank's ATMs and you're withdrawing money from an ATM, they will charge you a $2 fee. And I believe if you've got more than 2,500, it's free. It's unlimited ATM fee refunds. Now, this part here, I believe they've changed. So I asked them about this. People are complaining. External transfers out of the account will incur a $3 charge. External transfers into the account are free. Now, he mentioned that electronic transfers, like a wire transfer, there's like a $25 outgoing fee. But he said internal ACH, so you could do bill pay, internal's free and external's free. And I didn't see anything on the website that showed that there was a fee for that. I'm led to believe that there's no fee on that, so maybe they've changed it. So as long as there's nothing on the website that shows there's a fee, then I'm not going to worry too much about it, because I could dispute it with some higher authority if that's the case. Like here's a guy from October 28th. What is this notion of an ACH fee comes from? Just out of curiosity, where is this notion of an ACH fee? There are no fees for incoming or outgoing external transfers. See, that's what I read, and that's what the guy said. So maybe this guy is just incorrect. I think it's just incorrect. One thing that I didn't like about this, hopefully the guy's not incorrect, he said the bad thing is there's a hard pull like a credit pull. That's I'm trying to get my credit score back from like 830 up to 850, and I had like 9 credit inquiries in the last 12 months, and I'm trying to cut back on that because that's the one thing on my credit report that looks bad. I saw that somewhere that they would do a hard pull, so I don't know. Should I do it? Oh, here we go. Hard pull. Did a hard pull just to open a checking account with no overdraft and denied me. Never even bothered to send a letter. Now I have another inquiry for my credit. Okay, so I'm actually gonna inquire about this. Okay, so I spoke to customer service on the phone and asked if there would be a hard inquiry when I signed up for just the savings account, and he said generally no, but they reserve the right to do a soft or hard pull. So there's really no definitive answer. So I did see some information, that they do a hard pull on the checking account, but he was saying, if it's just a savings, probably not. Your credit should be unfrozen. So, I guess, my credit score is already high enough. So I'll try it today, and I'll be the guinea pig, and you guys can see, and I'll report back if I actually get a hard pull. It says here, a savings account. Here's another thing. So you have to be aware, most of the online savings accounts now don't have the monthly six limit ACH withdrawals per month. They've removed that. This company still has the 6 authorized automatic telephone transfers, automatic or telephone transfers per calendar month or third parties. So if you do more than 6 bill pays a month, then you're charged an excess debit fee, which is number 5. Excess debit fee is $10, so don't do that. Also, so you have to use the all-point ATMs or the Salem 5 ATMs, or you're also charged a $2 fee each time. And there was another thing that I saw, that there's actually a fee if you sign up for the overdraft protection. So it was like a, now this is under checking and savings related fees. It says here, there's insufficient fees. Of course, that's understandable. Overdraft, this is the one that you shouldn't sign up for. Overdraft protection annual fee, $25. As soon as you sign up, there's a checkbox for that. And I checked it when I started it, so don't do that. Check printing, there's inactivity fee is actually waived if you look into that for the E1 savings account. And there's a paper statement fee. If you close by mail, it's $10. I am going to sign up now, and I will show you, and you'll be able to see how it goes. So, okay, we're back on the savings page. So it says 4.1% annual percentage yield, apply. And let's hope they don't do a hard inquiry. So I'm going to hit get started. Okay, now it says select accounts. Now this is what I'm talking about here. So this is the E1 savings account. Now the ATM card, it doesn't say that there's a fee, but I'm gonna we'll click on that and I'll look at the disclosures one. But this right here says you would like the authorization and payment of overdrafts. Please check below regarding the overdraft protection. Okay, so they actually tell you here that there's a fee, I believe. No, it doesn't actually. It says there's a fee if they pay the overdraft, but it doesn't actually say for the service. But you know what? Just since this company is pretty bad with disclosure, I'm going to. Since this company is bad with disclosure, I'm not going to select any of that stuff. I'm not going to select the ATM. I'm just going to select the regular E1 savings account, and I'm not going to do any of the extra services just to try to be safe. Now, this is the information you can fill in. And I checked earlier, this is actually TLS Security 1.3, so they're using the latest version, not like Redneck Bank. Okay, here we have some disclosure. Okay, maybe we'll actually see the details here. As far as the okay, this is just basic technical stuff. I don't see any fees in here. Okay, let's click on the banking services agreement. Disclosure of account terms. The fee schedule, we will notify you at least 30 days. Account ownership. Okay, deposits. Oh, here we go. Fees and charges. fee schedule. So this is probably the same out of date fee schedule. And actually I did view and print, and it's not any different. So it says here, for whatever reason, the E1 savings account is not listed anywhere on there except the front page. It's called the saving one account, which is the checking, but then there's an 1865, but there's open savings account, but there's no and like I said, it still shows, like the guy on the phone said, that you don't have to open the checking account, but it says right here. So I guess we'll find out. I'm just gonna put in $10, and if they don't do what they said, then I'm taking the money out. I'm not gonna, if they can't figure out how to do it. So you see overdraft deposit sweep, $3, stop payment order, account closing by mail. It looks similar to what the website showed. There's a money order fee. I don't think that's an issue. Exchange fee, foreign currency. So withdrawals at Salem and all point ATMs, no charge. And I think it said there's 55,000 all point ATMs. Point of sale transaction, no charge. ATM Visa debit card replacement, $10. External fund debit, no charge. Expedited, this is like an electronic funds transfer, $10. Zelle payment, no charge. So it looks okay so far. Now this inactivity fee, it said that it's the open account, 1865, and 1865 checking are not subject to this fee. So you don't have to worry about, if you have less than $250, you don't have to worry about paying that fee. So let's go back here. Now we're going to go to the E1 account and fee schedule. Now this is where the nitty-gritty stuff is, hopefully. There we go. So the interest rate is 4.02. The annual percentage yield is 4.10. We may change this at our discretion. We may change the interest rate on your account daily. It's paid monthly. I believe he said it was the 5th they pay it. You need at least $10. The day that they receive the payment is when they start accruing interest. No more than 6 combined pre-authorized transactions per statement. And this account is only for new accounts. If you have a Salem 5 account, then you can't sign up for this. So you have to sign up with electronic statements. That's okay. I don't see anything about opening that other account. So we'll just trust the guy's word, which I usually don't do. Let's go back again. Okay. What is this customer identification program? Patriot Act. Okay. I agree. I certify I'm not subject to backup withholding. Okay, now it says fund account. Select funding method. Okay, it doesn't say anything here about, oh, there we go. Agree to obtain credit and reference from a Consumer Reporting Information Consumer Bureau or other. So maybe that's a soft pull. I don't know. Maybe it's a hard pull. Okay, we're going to put in $10. I don't want to give them any more than... After you do all the verification stuff and you log in, this is what the account interface looks like. So you've got your savings account details here. You've got transfers up here where you can transfer money to and from different accounts. There you go. A little bit slow. Pay bills. I can't enroll in that just yet. You can send money with Zelle. Manage money. Okay, you can't do anything there yet. You have statements here. The digital banking just takes you to the link where they have their mobile app. You can have alerts. Activity, settings. It's pretty basic, but it seems to work okay. So when I actually click on this account to see if there's any details as far as the rate, there's nothing that I can find. See, my account currently shows 0% right now. So I think once I fund the account once the $10 goes through, then possibly I'll start getting that interest. So anyways, that's my video for today. Like and subscribe and have a good one.